4.
What? No, shut up. Mama, so you was dating somebody and you was talking to 4 other people?
Yeah.
Now, were you having sex with 4 other people?
Yeah.
And then she found out.
But this RJ from the Juice. Today's topic gonna be about one of the hardest days of my life. One of the hardest days of my life, I'd say, probably a day like I lost my mom. You feel me? That changed my whole attitude about shit. You feel me? It was like a father figure to me. So when he passed, unexpectedly, shit kind of, made me fuck up a whole lot of shit I lost. So that was one of the hardest days. That shit was tough. Shit ain't the same.
Was when me and my sister had our first altercation. So yeah, it was not expected, and every sibling fights and every sibling goes through whatever, but this time, this situation was a little different. So she is a teen, so she's in that stage where she's trying to know about the world and thinks she knows everything and all of that revolves around that. But anyway, me and my sister did get in a physical fight. It was over. I can't even remember what it was over, but it got to the point where my brother got into it, and it was just bad. And it was about how I felt, not what happened. That made me feel really bad. It was like one of the lowest days. I don't know. It was just like a different feeling, like any other fight, whatever. But this one, it got physical, and that's my sister. It's like my blood, So I never expected it, and I'm not saying it's okay, but that would be the worst day of my life.
I guess I can say the worst day of my life was when I was dating an ex of mine, and I did a lot of lying, a lot of covering stuff up, a lot of, talking to other females. And one day, I guess, I was rushing on the way home to work, and I left my phone, and she knew my password. She read every single last text message, every single last, everything. So everything was revealed that day. Like, that was the worst day of my life. And I still was like, no, I didn't. But I mean, the proof was in the phone. Like, I did all that work, trying to hide stuff, say, no, lie about everything. I guess stuff coming in the dark. Well, what happens in the dark comes in the light sometimes.
So what were you hiding?
The fact that the people who she thought I was talking to, I really was talking to.
So you say people, how many people was it?
That time it was like 4.
4?
Yeah.
So, wait a minute now, Vonna.
That's good.
What? From the death, like what made you stronger?
You gotta learn how to move on, I guess nobody ain't never coming back no more, so you just gotta be strong about it and move on and be tough. And then, continue progressing as a man, what I'm saying, because you ain't a child no more. Just grow into the man he wanted you to be. Yeah.
So how do you deal with depression, or when you get sad or emotional? What are ways that you deal with it?
Smoke weed. We blowing that loud, nigga. Fuck. Well, shit, fuck this day. Smoke me one. Drink beer, some shit, relax. I handle myself, I don't really like to confide in motherfuckers about how the fuck I feel. You know what I'm saying? It's not me.
What were you arguing about?
I believe it was about her boyfriend and skipping school and coming home late, all that. So it was a lot that she was doing that I was being lied to. So yeah, it happened because she lied to me, and I found out. And I'm like the mother figure, so it's like I have to be behind her every step of the way. But it's like when you choose not to be real with me, that's when we have a problem. I mean, I've been through what you're going through, so it's like I can kind of compare myself to how I used to feel. But see, she thought that she could, I don't know. As cool as I am, I thought I was doing a good job with her, But it's just life. It happens, and you just have to move on. Like,
So, do you forgive her?
I've been forgave my sister. Like, I've been forgave her. It's just how I felt. You know, it's like the feeling that hurts. Her presence, you know, like not having her around. That's what hurts.
All right. So, what's one of the best days of your life?
Yeah. One of the best days of my life. Yeah, so many. I mean, shit. That's a hard question, yo. What the fuck, yo? One of the best days of my life. Shit. I said getting a motherfucking raise at work, nigga. Goddamn, I can pay my bills now.
How long did you work before you got a raise?
6 months.
Where you work? Like, what do you do?
I'm an electrician. Just for the time.
Yeah, well, she kind of knew, but she just wanted proof, I guess.
Okay. So, what happened? Like, when she found out, like that day?
My heart was just racing the whole day because I knew she was in my phone. She was like, Mom, you left your phone here. My heart just sunk like, dude, I know she know everything.
So, when she found your phone, you came home. I take it,
Yeah, I came home.
and the phone was sitting there.
Yeah.
So, if you could tell her like one thing for now, like what would you tell her?
I mean that I love her, and regardless of what she, you know, what she chose to do or what she's doing with her life at the time, I may not agree, but when she do need me in her life, I will always be there for her.
So, from that situation, what made you a strong person today?
I had to be the bigger person because when I get mad, it's like I don't even think, I just act. But with her, that's my sister, so it's like it wasn't even about that, you know. It was about being the bigger person, trying to protect her, care for her. You know, tell her she's not right. Tell her to follow my lead. I've been through what she's going through, so it's like I can tell you how to do things. But yeah, she knows the best day of my life. I know. I had to put some thought into it, but 2 years ago, I had went back home, back to my hometown, Mexico, and I went to my mother's gravesite for the very first time since she passed. So to me, it was more of a happy celebration, or happy feeling, you know, because since it happened, I was never able to just go to her like any other person, you know, because we're not in the same state. So it's like, it's kind of hard. So my very first time seeing her gravesite kind of made me feel so happy. Like I bought her like 3 bouquets of flowers and all these like little candles, and you know, it was just so beautiful. I cleaned her little area, and it was nice. That was the best feeling ever.
So I already knew. I just wanted to see it.
So, from that situation, what made you stronger today?
I mean, honestly, being open and being honest more now, you know, is better than getting, you know, called. But I mean, some stuff you keep to yourself just because. But I'm just saying, like, I grew from that, but I'm just more, you know, I guess honest and a little more careful. Like, don't ever leave your phone around your person like this.
Did you feel like you owe her an apology?
Oh yeah, I did. Like I was upset that I hurt her. To me, that was like the worst day because I got called and I hurt her at the same time. Like that's a lot. But that was a whole lot. Dang. Be like that. It's crazy. It's terrible.
I would have denied everything. That's not me.
I still did. Still denied it like a dummy. Like, still denied it. Like that's why
not my
now.
phone.
That's
not my phone.
So, did you apologize to her, Mom?
Yeah, but like I still denied it.
Well, I think you should take the opportunity. You ain't got to say her name, but I think you should take the opportunity to tell her you sorry, Mom.
You know, I already told you. You know, I'm sorry. 2004.
Okay, Mom.
Nobody deserved it. It ain't cool.
So, what was one of your best days of your life?
One of the best days? When I got my car.
What kind of car did you get?
Mustang, yellow Mustang, my favorite color, yellow and black racing stripes. Yeah.
So was that your dream car?
Yeah. That was the best day of my life.